Okay, hello everyone. It's 12 in the morning once again, but I'm back. My name is Bun, and I just finished watching Squid Game Season 2, and I'm having a hard time right now, but this is a video. Hello. I got a package, and we're gonna open it. It's from this company called GSJJ, and their sub-website called enamelpins.com. Cute! Ta-da! We got pins of my little baby girl, Vanilla! Ta-da! Oh my god, it's so cute! In celebration of getting a really cute pin from enamelpins.com, on behalf of GSJJ, I drew a little piece. And I will be explaining to you what I'm going to be doing with this piece as I'm coloring it. And I'm also going to be explaining to you what this brand is all about and how you can do this for your own little OCs as well. Here's my trusty sketchbook. This is the piece that I'll be working on. So don't mind his little mouth stains. I'll explain why that happened later, but there, she could hold it. Yippee. Okay, yeah, this is just my first trio drawing of 2025. Oh, hello, Happy New Year's again, by the way. This is my OC Vanilla, girl on the pin, Yanta, and Lucky. And I'll be calling them speed paint while talking. So, yay! Okay, hello. Voiceover Bun here, and please, I'm gonna say this right off the bat, stay tuned until the end of the video for a fun little giveaway. Yeah! So I'm gonna be giving away 2 of these pins to 2 lucky winners, so 1 each, and some little other fun stuff. Rules are at the end of the video if you wanna watch until that part, but let's talk about GSJJ. So obviously you can get a whole bunch of pins from this website, and honestly, I was kind of iffy about this because this is my first time like actually making merch of my OC, but the process was really simple. They've been designing and working with customers for 20 years now, and their process is really fast and actually super fun. So I know that they do free quotes, but basically what I did was I sent over a design that I drew a while ago of my OC Vanilla, and I was like, hey, can you guys turn this into pin if possible? And they're like, bet. So their designer reached back out to me with a visual on how the pin would look like, and they kind of gave me more of their own recommendations to make this pin look a lot better, and it translated very well actually. Like, I'm really impressed by how it translated. They have a good amount of pin selections like die struck pins, offset pins, and enamel pins on their website. Hard enamel pins and soft enamel pins with a various amount of sizes that they could also recommend to you, which I also went through in the process. And they have a whole bunch of finishes and backings that you could choose from, even down to the packaging that you want it to be on. And honestly, it was super fun, and my pin came with their logo on it, and it's super cute. I love it, and it's not intrusive at all. And they also don't have a minimum, and their prices are actually relatively very good. Haven't again done any like manufacturing work for my things, but this honestly took a lot of the anxiety away from me wanting to do that, and I honestly want to continue working with them in the future. Honestly, GSJJ, if you see this. But yeah, and as I mentioned, enamelpins.com is from a family of brands, including GSJJ, which they do so much. They just do all of like the manufacturing stuff. They do acrylic, charms, embroidery patches, I'm pretty sure, and stickers. Guys, I feel like you would have a field day just scrolling through their websites. And also they do free quotes, as I said, so you'll send in your design and they'll get back to you with a little mock-up. And I don't know, I feel like that's the funnest part, because it's just like, oh my gosh, you get to see your character actually turn into marketable merchandise. I love it. But yes, I had a very good experience with this brand. Like, honestly, no bias here, because I was so scared of trying to contact manufacturers and get my work put into actual merchandise and stuff like that. So this experience actually, again, it really helped me kind of jump through that hurdle. And they were super nice. They're so nice and so kind. It just makes me feel a little more confident with this process. You know what I'm saying? And again, since this is the new year, a whole bunch of cons are coming up. And if you guys want to prepare, or if this is your first con, or if you want to start selling merch in general, guys, please check these guys out, including enamelpins.com. Yo, stick your little guys onto yourself safely with these pins. I'm serious. And if anyone wants to know the technicalities of what I got specifically for my little pin, I got a hard enamel pin that was 1.5 inches or any recommended size that I told them. The plating, I initially chose a shiny silver finish, but in order to actually make the line art pop a little more, they recommended the raised black nickel metal because the line art was originally black, and for some of the cheaper pin options, they let you choose 5 free colors before they start charging you a little bit for more colors that you add on. And since this was a really simple design, I was like, why not? And then the line art actually turned out really well with the nickel. And then I decided to go for the classic pin backing, which was the military clutch. And then it was standard backing with a poly bag. And yeah, that was basically all the technicalities that I chose. Now I'm going to talk about my little piece that you see me coloring right here on your screen. Okay, at this point of the video, I'm pretty sure I already covered it, but initially I showed you guys the line art of the piece and I was like, don't mind Yetta's mouth stains. And that was just because, bro, I spent 8 million years trying to render his mouth over and over and over and over again. And I just couldn't get it right. And I don't know if I'm still satisfied with the way his mouth turned out, because I was just like, do I want him to be frowning or smiling? Because I wanted him to be smiling. I was like, oh my god, this is a happy piece. But then his eyes were just dead. I digress though. This is my trio, and this is the first trio drawing that I've drawn in 2025, as I mentioned already before again. But dude, guys, I love the trio. So the concept for this piece was basically Lucky and Yetter are trying to do a little heart, and they're trying to complete it with Vanilla, who I think is just doing a little claw thing, but I also made it with the pins in mind, as this was going to be a pin backing, and I wanted her to be holding her face because it's the pin. But yeah, so that's why she's doing a claw thing but also holding the pin, if you could imagine that. And let me give you a little insider, maybe spoiler alert or TMI, but I feel I colored Vanilla's hair wrong. Let me just get this straight with you. I know you guys would have not noticed it until I said it, but I colored it wrong. Usually I do not lay down a base for coloring. I just go straight in with layering each strand with different colors and then building from there. But I accidentally put a base onto her hair, which was it turned out very dark. I don't know if you guys have seen other pieces of my vanilla work. I'll probably put it up on the screen, or you could actually see it on the pin. Her hair is actually super light and kind of desaturated, and I just made it dark and more blue than it needed to be, which was kind of low-key a fail on my part. But I don't know, the way that I rendered her hair wrong actually turned out to be a lesson that I taught myself when rendering clothes, because what I used to do when rendering clothes with my preferred marker type, which you guys may know if you watch this channel, but how I usually rendered clothes was similar to the way I rendered hair, which basically turned into more of an eyesore, an ugly eyesore than I wanted it to be. Now let me get this straight. My art motto and my artist statement is that I love making my pieces look like eyesores. If it hurts your eyes, that means I'm doing it right. Honestly, the way I rendered clothes before, it was fun, but also it was just a bit ugly. To me, it didn't pass as clothes, which I still want things to pass as what they are. I just don't want you to look at it in detail and be like, oh my gosh, it's only one color. No, I wanted you to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, it's actually 15 colors or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. It's just artist talk. But getting back to the main point, yes, the way I colored Vanilla's hair wrong, so I added a base, was the way I color clothes now. So I add a base and then I layer over top of it, and then when I want to add accent colors, I I take the lightest shade of the accent color and then I just go over top of it, because with these kinds of markers, it tends to favor the lighter color, so the darker colors kind of bleed out a little bit. And yeah, it creates this really cool effect that you guys will or have seen in the speed paint right now. But yeah, let me get into the dynamic of these three. Even though this is not an OC lore video, I just really love talking about them. So if you guys have any questions about them, please talk to me about them. I love them so much. They are my pride and joy. However basic they look. I know they look basic, and they look like every other trio that's in the world of content right now, but I digress. So basically, Vanilla is this very nonchalant person. She is a princess, and she has a very how do I say it? She has an unconventional way of viewing normal, quote unquote, normal life, like high school life, let's say, because that's where the trio met. They met in high school. Average. I know. They met in high school, and she doesn't really know how to act like a normal high schooler, so she's like very emotionless and she doesn't really know what to do, and she's just standing there and stuff like that. But Lucky was assigned to be her tutor because obviously she's don't know what to do. Yeah, so his warm personality kind of warmed her up too, and she decided to stick along with him. And Yanta and Lucky were also friends before Vanilla came around, but they're more bros. It's basically the nerd and jock combo, except Yanta's not a jock, he's a gangster. Yeah, they ended up beating up each other when they first met, and that's how they became bros. I love them. So yeah, now the dynamic of the three is very cute. The two boys tend to protect Vanilla because she doesn't know what she's doing, but also she doesn't really express anything. She's just nothing in terms of emotion, and she's just there. So they guide her around. She's very smart though, not to get anything mixed up here. She's very smart. She knows how to get her way around other things, but when it comes to normal life, she's a boulder that needs to be pushed around by the two guys. And yeah, so it's like a more brotherly relationship. They love to bond together. They always go to each other's houses, full of fun play dates and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I always think about it, but I never draw it out. They're always together, and I love that. And if you guys know me, you'll see these guys a lot in my sketchbook tours because they are my entire personality. I don't know what else to say. If you watch my sketchbook tours and you recognize them, I like you. Honestly, when choosing the pin design, I was like, oh my gosh, I could do something funny. I could do something of Yanta. I could do something of Lucky, but I chose Vanilla just because she's the face of my webtoon series and the face of my channel. She's literally my profile picture on everything. So thank you very much, GSJJ, for making this opportunity arise and letting me have my first experience be Vanilla as a little pin, and I love it. But yes, for the giveaway, I'm going to restate it later, but there's going to be 2 lucky winners. Unfortunately, I could only do Canada and US only because I'm a broke little college student, but hopefully in the future I could do a little bit more international giveaways. But yes, if you made it this far into the video, I would give you a round of applause, like in front of you right now. Like, imagine I just spawned in front of you and I just started clapping like that. That's me right now. I'm clapping for you. Thank you very much. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me color or listening to me speak. I don't know if you're drawing right now, but I could see you. I'm in your walls, or whatever you're doing. But yeah, I hope this is the end of the voiceover period because I feel like you guys have heard me speak enough, and I've heard myself speak enough. So yeah, back to video me. Okay, I'm back. This is the completed piece of what I'm going to put the enamel pins on, and you may be wondering, why? So I mentioned earlier that there was going to be a giveaway, and here are the details. First, be following this account, hopefully. Check out GSJJ or at enamelpins.com, follow them on Instagram. They got nothing to do with this, by the way. This is just me. Comment your favorite OC of mine below and your Instagram handle so I could contact you if you ever winner chicken dinner. There will be 2 lucky winners. So yeah, now you're gonna watch me pack this, and you may be wondering, how am I gonna use this piece as a backing? I printed it out. So you're gonna get this as well as another one of my art prints, and of course, the lovely little pin of Vanilla if you know her. But yeah! Once again, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and these are the pins. And this is what I'm giving away. Leave a comment. with the guidelines. If you want to join, the end state is TBA. Leave your I in the comments or on my community tab. This is YouTube exclusive. Yeah. That was the video. Thank you again to GSJJ and to enamelpins.com for helping me get to this little milestone in my art journey, and for you guys for also helping me, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, bye.